Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. My goal this weekend, of course it depends when you're actually watching this video, but my goal is to get in some last minute Sephora sale shopping gifts, but also this is kind of a combination video because this is also kind of a thoughts on recent purchases and also what to purchase and what not to purchase. All these holiday releases, it's been really kind of exciting but also overwhelming this holiday season. When I say this is part 3, I have already looked at all or most, because there keep coming, of all the eyeshadow palette releases and eyeshadows. Then I did a second with all the lip products that have been released and what the best are by category. And today's edition is all of the holiday face products. By face, I mean everything from blush and cream blush to highlight, foundation, and face palettes, including those that have a little bit of eye products in them, but they're kind of an everything palette. So this serves as a few things. Tells you what to buy and what not to. Gives you my follow-up thoughts because I've been playing with everything now for a while. And if you're doing any last minute shopping, if you happen to be catching this video right before the Sephora sale ends, you can throw in a few things perhaps into your cart there. I am famous for that kind of end of, at the deadline, at the buzzer, Sephora sale purchase. So let's get going because we have like 23 products here to talk about. I will be sipping my Dr. Pepper Zero, not sponsored, but hoping to be one day. Okay. So let's get started with these 23 products. Number 1, for the holidays, we had released the Chanel Fluid Illuminator. This is a $48 when it's not on sale, and it's not on sale, product. I have gone, by the way, just for products here, you guys, that have been released for the holidays. So we're talking maybe 2-3 months, end of September through now, okay? So if I'm leaving anything out, it's probably just that it wasn't released or I forgot. So make sure you remind me below. But this was released. This is the Chanel Fluid Illuminator. I will not only have a shopping link for your shopping pleasure, but I will also link my previous original review so you can see it demoed and see it swatched. If we did that with all these 23 products here, we would be here all day. So I will definitely link all the shopping links for everything here. This is not a Sephora product, but it still fits into our face category. This fluid illuminator can be used for multi-purposes. I like to use it under makeup in much the same way that I would use a Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter. Sorry, I had to sneeze, so I turned off the camera. But you can also use it just as a highlighter over makeup, or you can even touch up shoulders or décolletage with it. It's a beautiful product, and this shade was released for the holidays. With our Chanel products for face, we also have the multi-purpose Baume Essential Stick. This also is a really lovely highlighter because it's not very highlighty. It's really just kind of gentle and subtle and just that really wet look. It's really pretty. You can even put it on the lips or the eyes. And it is lovely. It is normally $45, and I don't know if it's on sale anywhere. Unless you could get it at a department store sale, it'll run you $45, and it is a really good one. I'm going to tell you here what you can skip and what you should not skip, okay? These two products, if you love Chanel and you love an illuminated face, you will love these. You're not really going to get much of a sale generally on these. Let's move to a brand new Pat McGrath release. She did this Divine Blush and Glow for $52. She did 2 of these. Each has a existing blush, 2 existing blushes, I'm sorry. And this version has an existing highlighter. The other one, Amber Allure, which I actually picked up in the Sephora sale, has a new highlighter. So that's the only one with new. Of course, if you didn't have all the blushes, these blushes could all be new to you. It is $52. For me, this is a good buy for not just travel, but those quick days. It's really nice for me to run my brush over 2 complimentary blushes and get a nice pretty color and then get a highlight. Bam, bam, bam. You can even throw these on the eyes if you want. You're done, you're ready, you're out the door, you look presentable. I like these kind of things, so for me this is worth it. Let's talk about the Patrick Ta Major Headlines Blush Trio, if you can find it anywhere. This little guy has taken the world by storm. I got it when it was kind of an accidental release from Sephora. It was on the floor of Sephora. I picked it up in my local Sephora. Then it wasn't released till later. Then you couldn't find it. Let me know if you were able to pick it up in the Sephora sale. I didn't even check if it was if it was there or not. Here it is. I am waving what I like to call, you guys know, the TA flap. That's this little plastic flap that covers and separates the cream from the powder. I called this the TA flap in my Natasha Denona video, and then I got some flack from people who said she had it first, which I'm aware she had it first, but TA flap has kind of a ring to it. So I'm trying to get it into the lexicon. And what I want to do is go into a Sephora and tell them that my TA flap came broken. And my idea is to use it like with not a hint of irony to see if I can get them to use it too. Like, oh, you guys, I got this and my TA flap was broken. Your what? My TA flap, you know? It separates the powder from the cream. And I'm hoping that the guy or girl at Sephora will then repeat that. Oh, this one has the TA flap. I'm hoping to like get it used, so help me with that, guys. But my TA flap is broken. This palette is really interesting. It's gorgeous. It is very, very bold. If you like a bold look on the cheeks, and you can see my video below where I overdid it on purpose, I linked it below, but not that much. I mean, Patrick Ta was overdoing it a lot on the models too. This is a very bright set. He does cream and powder like nobody else. So if you are a blush person and you love blush, and you like a bold blush, this is for you. If you're a little bit shy and don't like bold cheeks, which, you know, sometimes they're really nice, especially if you have to wear a mask to work. But if you don't like a look of bold cheeks, you can save your $58 for this. Let's talk about the Anastasia Beverly Hills Primrose palette that retails when it's not on sale for $55. This is at the Sephora sale actually right now. This is a face and cheek product. And they tell you that every single shade here, even these bigger ones, can be used on eyes, on cheeks, on lips, on shoulders, whatever you want. Quite a controversy going on in the comment section of that video that I did on this, because some of these are pressed pigments, which come with, if you're in the United States, the FDA warning not to be used on eyes or cheeks, not to be used anywhere, blah, blah, blah. I did a video on the Anastasia Beverly Hills the sticks, the Norvina sticks, and we talked about that FDA warning. I'll link that below so you can see what I say about that. It's a good warning, and of course use at your own risk, but please let's not panic and stampede. It means it could stain, it means it could cause some irritation. It is not like of unholy danger. I mean, please, you've been warned, use at your own risk, but this does come with that warning, and it panicked a lot of people in my comment section, so I had to mention it. I think it's real pretty. I use this all the time. It's nothing really special. I just like a good face palette. Is it super special? No, and if the warning will panic you, skip it. Thought I would tell you that. Oh, let's talk about this. This is a good follow-up. The VB Cheeky Posh blush stick comes in 5 shades. It's $42. What am I holding up here? Here's, yes, this is that really, really beautiful bright orange melon shade. I will show you my video where I wasn't that enthralled with it. It is a technique situation. If you apply this blush with your fingers and tap it in, or with a sponge, I love it. If you apply it with a kind of a goat hair brush, it will tend to suck up a lot of the pigment and leave a little bit of the dew. So it can then become dewy and show a lot of texture. I really like these VB Cheeky Posh sticks, $42 each, which is spendy, I know. I really like them tapped in. Everybody's been asking me if Victoria Beckham has any sort of Black Friday sales. It looks like last year she did, and it was like 20% off or something, maybe even free shipping. She doesn't always have free shipping. The horror. Anyway, I know the terror, the horror. At any rate, I think that will be coming up. And these are pretty, they're really pretty. I'm not obsessed with them because I don't like fussy. I feel it's kind of fussy, but they're really pretty. I have other, like I like the Hourglass Vanish Blush Sticks better. These are not bad, but you don't have to. Okay, let's talk about some Huda products. Huda released, and I will put my review below, and you guys crack me up. The Rose Quartz Face Gloss is $39 when it's not on sale. Yes, it looks like a Petri dish. Yes, I had my comments. If I had a dime for everyone who literally typed, ew. I don't know, I think it's really pretty. On the face, it's like a cream highlight. It's really pretty. It doesn't have any scent to it. It's slightly gross. Okay, so we've discussed it. It does look a little bit like warts or a Petri dish, you guys have been saying. And my only issue with it is once you smash the little things, the little pellety things, I guess it is kind of gross, isn't it? It doesn't come back to normal, so then you have like this smushy swirled. It's a really pretty cream highlight. It's a bit of a marketing ploy. You don't need it. Okay, Now, I'll tell you something I love, and I didn't necessarily love in my original review, and that is, we're sticking with Huda here. Her Glowish Pressed Powder Foundation is $33. The face gloss is $39, by the way. This Luminous Pressed Powder Foundation comes in 13 different shades. I have shade light medium, number 4. That's what it is. And this comes in 13 shades, $33. When you put it on bare skin, it's a powder foundation. It shows all sorts of flaws you didn't know you had. You put this over a luminous kind of like dewy light foundation or like a tinted moisturizer, and it's gorgeous. If you look at the description bar in almost all of my recent videos, I don't know why you'd be doing that all the time, but if you do, you'll see it in there. I have come to absolutely love this, and it is at the Sephora sale. But whenever you're seeing this video, even if the sale's over, this is a lovely powder foundation used over a dewy light foundation. If you are oily skin, you could probably just use it on your own, on its own, not on your own, on its own. I am normal to dry, and over a dewy light foundation, I'm in love with it, and I wasn't necessarily in my review. That's why these follow-ups are really good. Let's talk about also the Huda Cheeky Powder Blush. This comes in only 4 shades, and it's $21. I am not a huge fan. The colors are really pretty. You know what the problem with this blush is? It does depend on the brush you use, but it kind of goes on like, and it goes on really dark wherever you first touch the brush, even gently, and then it's really hard to move. You know, so you touch down the brush and then you're swirling and it will make a stain and it's hard to move. It's not my favorite blush. It's $21, 4 shades. It's really cute, really compact. It's definitely, you don't need it. Huda is so funny like that. She has these like great releases and then just, meh, you know. Okay, Nars High Profile Cheek Palette. Love it. This is $59 if you're not getting it on sale. This is a holiday release from Nars. It's got everything you can want in there. It's got blushes, highlighters, stuff you could use as a bronzer depending on your skin tone. It's got this beautiful Nars, I like to call it Nars in bondage packaging in this kind of hot pink magenta-ish color. This is a beautiful product. This is worth your money. The other one that's worth your money, let's talk about Hourglass. Everyone's laughing and calling this the bacon palette. I don't know. Does it look like bacon? I don't know. So this is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit. This is $80. I know, hold on to your teeth. $80. Well, it's Hourglass. They, you know, you're charged $80 just looking on their website, right? They're not cheap. This is a beautiful palette. I like to use this and the Nars all over, including on eyes. I'm wearing the Nars on my eyes today. And I just think it's lovely. Hourglass also did us all a solid and did release some darker powders that I didn't try because I couldn't rope in a victim. I have a bunch of victims planned with deeper skin tones, but they couldn't make it, darn it. So I didn't buy that palette because I can't test out the darker powders. But my friends and fellow creators who do have deeper skin tones have enjoyed those. So thank you, Hourglass. We appreciate that. Pat McGrath, we already talked about her, but can we just mention again her release of the Sublime Skin Highlighter? That's $60, and this is amazing at double that price. I know I shouldn't say that, but it's so beautiful that it's a shame to use it. This is a piece of art. If only you could leave it open like that and frame it. Plus the highlighter is darn pretty too. It is just absolutely lovely. It's my favorite highlighter she has ever released, so this is definitely a buy if you ask me, for $60. By Terry. So By Terry released this hyaluronic hydra powder, the pressed version, for $60. It comes in 2 colorways. This is the lighter, and then there's one that's darker. This is really pretty. I have linked my review of it below so that you can take a look at it, and I show you how to apply it, because things like this can be a little intimidating. It's really not that hard at all. We have a powder that you can set your makeup with, a powder you can finish your makeup with, and I talk about that in the video. You can highlight with this. It's really beautiful. If you are the type of man or woman who relies on powder to set or finish your makeup, this is a good buy. It's their typical, reliable, hyaluronic loose powder, but in pressed version. Doesn't lose any of its goodness, and they are really, really pretty. If you are not a powder person, and I am not a powder person, you do not need this. I never reach for it. It is an incredibly great powder product, but I'm not a powder user. I could have lived without this. I got it for a review, so I'm just telling you, you can use that for your own purposes. Okay, Beauty Blender released this Bounce Always On foundation, and you're going to Radiant Skin Tint. I have shade Light 5, and you're going to say, wow, where did that come? That was within the past two and a half months, which is my realm for this, and it goes as a face product. This is a beautiful foundation. It is available at Sephora. It comes in 20 different shades. Like I said, I'm light 5. This is $29, and if you get it on sale, you're going to do really well. It is at Sephora. It is beautiful. I encourage you to look at Beauty Blender for more than just Beauty Blender sponges. They are really coming out with some lovely makeup, and this is absolutely beautiful. Please check out my review below. We have a slightly ugly, but you know, a little dropper, and it's a really light kind of a skin tint, radiant skin tint. It's got like a radiant finish, as the name implies, and it is very, very pretty. It lasts all day. It's comfortable. I haven't had any irritation from it. Highly recommend you pick that up. Lisa Eldridge also released her Seamless Skin Foundation. It comes in 40 shades. It is $61. I have matched myself with shade 11, thank you, and am very, very happy with it. That is a very recent release, and I definitely recommend that you check out Lisa Eldridge's video where she speaks about this, and I have also linked my review, which is very recent, below, so you can check that out. I think this is one of the best foundations I've ever tried. And when you know, I did have a few people in comments who said of my video saying it didn't really work for them, kind of went oily on them. So when you know where there's one opinion, there's another, and I suppose, and you know, one wouldn't be valid without the other, and you have to have the play there. But tell me how this worked for you. I absolutely love it. I really do. Okay, we have Denona Myricks Lightwork palette. Rebecca, isn't this a Lightwork 3? Isn't this a eye palette? No, it's kind of a face palette. This is all sorts of duo multi-chrome. You can use this on your lips, you can use this on your cheeks and on your eyes. So I definitely thought it fit. This is $125, and you can get it on Denona Myricks website or on Beautylish. Beautylish will probably have something coming up in terms of Black Friday. It's a beautiful palette, especially if you like multi-chromes and you like Cleonda and those kind of things. You will love this and want it in your collection. It's super fun. To me, these are usable and user-friendly multi-chromes, and I will link my video below so you can see clumsy old me doing a look with it that came out really pretty, actually. Okay, let's talk about the Natasha Denona Glam Face Palette. This comes in light and dark for $59. Oh, here's the light one. I love it. In terms of face palettes, to me, these are perfect. Eyes, cheeks, and everyone says to me, you can't put those cheek colors on your eyes, it warns you. And again, that's back to that FDA warning, which I talk about in my Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina Chrome Sticks video. Use it at your own risk, but it's just a warning. I've never been bitten by it. Somebody will probably be in comments that really had trouble, but it's not, make your own decision. But anyway, these are beautiful. I'm holding up the light. I actually prefer the dark, but I've been preferring the darker of everything lately. So there you go. We have here the Guerlain Meteorites, came out in gold. I'm afraid to tilt it and lose my, oh my gosh, look what I'm showing you. I'm afraid to lose my meteorites. Somebody compared this to the little bubbles in the Huda with Guerlain. It's French and classy, right? Those of you in France, you're always classy. These are beautiful. They smell like that lavender candy. I use it to finish, not set, but finish and buff in makeup, and it is absolutely gorgeous. And that's definitely a golden holiday release. How nice for your holiday parties. Let's look at the ABH Concealer. This comes in 30 shades and is $29. This is a very solid concealer. I still prefer my Giorgio Armani concealer. This is a good concealer though. If you're looking in the market for a concealer, it's $29. If you can get it on sale, it's a perfectly good kind of high coverage foundation, and it belongs in here because it was released in the last few months. We also have Milk Bionic Blush. This is $20 and comes in 4 shades. It's a little kind of liquid blush, and it's very cute and entirely forgettable. I'm sorry, Milk. I love you, but this is entirely forgettable. You want a cute little skin tint. It's very young, kind of Glossier light. Just put it on your skin and pat it in. It's adorable. I never remember I have it. It's small. It's not expensive, but none of us need it. I'm just saying. I don't mean to be, okay. Oh my my goodness. Has anyone talked to you about the Rose Ink Cream Blushes yet? Those are a release in the past little bit too. There's 12 shades of these and they're $30 and you will love them. These count as a new release. They were released in the past few months, so I'm calling them a holiday blush for my own convenient purposes. This is probably the best cream blush I have ever tried. This is the shade, what is this? Heliotrope. And you don't have to get Heliotrope. Any of them are good. These are amazing. I don't know why Rose Ink doesn't get more. Yeah, it looks like a toilet seat. I know. I have the humor of a 12-year-old boy too, so totally laughed as well. But it is, yeah. But it is absolutely beautiful. $30. You can get these on sale at Sephora. And you would be, if you like cream blushes, you owe yourself to try the Rose Ink one. Loving this highlighter from Liss. This is the Liss Aim High. It has 3 shades. It's $19, so it's not expensive to begin with. The packaging is awesome, and the highlighter is awesome, and you can get it on sale at Sephora. That would be well worth your purchase. Do you wear high coverage foundation? If you do, you would probably like this Lawless Conceal the Deal. 28 shades, $39. Applies like a serum foundation, but is a really kind of full coverage. And yes, does fit my criteria of having to be released in the past few months as kind of a holiday release. So a really, really good one if you want to try that. If you want to see me demonstrate and look at the shade I got and all that stuff, I will, of course, put the video below. That's the Lawless Conceal the Deal, $39. 28 shades. I'm looking to make sure we didn't miss anything here, and I don't think we did. Wow, I got through that really fast. Okay, what do I recommend? If you gotta get some of these holiday releases, I recommend the Glowish, this powder foundation from Huda, as long as it's over something thinner and dewy. The Hourglass, I think, is a must. The Nars is a super duper duper must. I absolutely love this. I personally really like the Liss highlighter. I recommend the McGrath highlighter just because it's gorgeous. The Chanel products are amazing because they are Chanel and they're just very nice, but they don't really need them. And the Natasha Denona, light and dark, but especially the dark version. Those are my actual recommendations. Out of all of this, you could push everything else away. My real recommendations are Natasha Denona, Hourglass, and Nars. Those are the big 3. Those are the best on my whole table there. All right, what did I miss? What do you agree about? What do you disagree about? Come on, guys. Let me know. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I sure hope that you did. Hey, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel so that I can see all of you in the next video. Bye-bye.